Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Ben Leach Show, where we talk about just the updates that we have so far about the 2020 election, which, like I said, I think multiple videos ago, is shaping up to be a very hotly contested and razor-thin election. So let's just jump straight into it. There are currently 6 states that have not been called for a certain candidate. Those states right now are Nevada, Arizona, Alaska, Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Now, I think that we can probably reliably say that Alaska is going to go Trump just because it's traditionally done that. But the main 5 that we're talking about are the ones that I mentioned that are not Alaska. And in all of those states, it's very, very, very close race. It's very close races right now. In Nevada, 89% of the vote has been reported, and it is within 10,000 votes. And in Arizona, it's also very close, about 60,000 votes. In Georgia, I mean, it's within 0.1 of a percentage point. So this vote count, I'm looking at the New York Times right now, it says 2,447,000 votes for Trump and 2,444,000 for Biden. So it's just within thousands of votes. In North Carolina, it's also a very close race. But of course, they are not going to be declaring a winner until November 12th, just because of the way that their mail-in ballot system is set up. And in Pennsylvania, where 94% is reporting right now, I mean, Trump is only up by a 0.7 percentage point lead. So these states are extremely, extremely close. So I know if you're old enough, you might remember the 2000 election, and we didn't see a winner right away. It obviously took some time, and a winner wasn't declared until about 30 days later. There was a recount in Florida, but that was the main contested state. But in this election, it's obviously different because it's not just one state that is the determining factor on the election. It is several states that could be the determining factor of the election. So with all of this uncertainty and with all of these races so close, it's really led to a lot of rumors being spread. It's led to a lot of unrest. I think that there have already been protests starting on both sides, both on the Republican and Democratic side, surrounding the way that mail-in ballots are being counted right now. I know the Trump campaign has already issued several lawsuits in Pennsylvania, in Georgia, in Arizona, and Nevada around potential election fraud, as well as the ability to see the way that these votes are being cast. Typically, in an election year, both sides are able to witness the way that mail-in ballots or absentee ballots are counted and the way that they are coming in, just to ensure that election laws are being followed, and also just to give people just more certainty on the fact that they can trust the election results and they can trust the electoral process. And Trump has made some inroads as far as that goes in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania court decided in favor of the Trump administration and allowing more GOP people to view the way that they are counting absentee ballots. They had been able to have access to the absentee ballot counting, but they had to stay 12 feet away, and from that distance they just couldn't really see what's going on. But I think one thing to remember in all of this, and that's just kind of the update right now, but one thing to remember in all of this is that there is a good chance that we're not going to see a winner for a couple of days. I know that it's already been a couple of days since election night. It feels like a week right now because I've been up so late following this race and following the results. It feels like a week has passed already. But there is a good chance that we're not going to see a winner this week at all, just because of the way that mail-in ballots are still coming into these states and the way that Pennsylvania is accepting ballots far later than Election Day, as long as they're postmarked on or before Election Day. And the same thing goes for North Carolina, which is why I said that they are not going to be declaring a winner until November 12th. So, first of all, I think we can take a deep breath and come into this with realistic expectations, knowing that we probably won't see a winner right now. Now, that doesn't mean that we should forget about the election, and that doesn't mean that we should just stop paying attention. Obviously, if I told you not to pay attention, you're not going to listen to me anyway, and I wouldn't listen to my own advice anyway either, because I'm still going to be following this election every single day, hoping that we will see some sort of update. Now, definitely we have seen updates just in the past 16 minutes. Arizona has reported more ballots. Georgia has reported more. Pennsylvania has reported more. And also Nevada has reported a little bit more as well. So there are still counts to be done. And then even after the counts are being done, the reason we're not going to see a winner is just because of potential recounts that could happen. Like I said, in Georgia, it's less than 0.1%. It's within 5,000 votes. And in Wisconsin even, Wisconsin, I mean, it was within a percentage point. So, I mean, these races are far from over, because we will definitely be seeing recounts, and we will also be seeing multiple lawsuits being filed depending on how different states are called, from both the Trump campaign and the Biden campaign as well. So don't expect there to be a definitive winner anytime soon, and also don't expect either candidate to willingly accept the results. I think that's one of the things that have contributed to a lot of the potential unrest that we could see in the wake of this election, and certainly we're seeing it start to ramp up right now, is just the growing uncertainty that's following this election, and also just the growing number of people that have become distrustful of our government and distrustful of this electoral process. I think because these races are so razor thin, and a lot of these states could be called in favor of one candidate based on the amount of mail-in ballots that they are counting. There was such controversy surrounding those to begin with, and if this election comes down to those mail-in ballots, I think that you will see a lot of uncertainty even after the election. Hopefully we won't. Hopefully I am proven wrong and there is a peaceful transition. I think that it'll be hard, though, if people can't trust the process of this election. If people don't think that states are being honest in the way they're counting, if people don't think that, okay, here we go, I just got another update that says that in Maricopa County in Arizona, Biden's margin over Trump has now shrunk from 2.4 points to 1.5 points, and so now it's only 46,000 votes separating them. So it's so close. And so if we don't have this trust that we really need for successful elections to happen, then over the next 4 years, regardless of who wins, we're going to have at least half the country not believe in the results of the election. I think if Trump wins, that there is going to be half the country that doesn't accept that. I think if Biden wins, there's going to be half the country that doesn't accept that either. So I think what's important is to go into this knowing that this is far from over, and also just kind of bracing yourself for what might happen. Not to say that anything crazy is going to happen, but we can probably expect some more protests, some unrest, and those are just things that are going to happen with a race that is this close. So I will be here Monday breaking down some of these election results. Hopefully we will have some more updates for you then. But for now, hopefully tonight you can rest easy, knowing that we're not going to get a definitive winner tonight. So perhaps you can take your mind off things by watching a movie, or by spending time with loved ones, talking about things that are important, because at the end of the day, this election is very consequential, for sure. But this is by no means the most important things in our life. You know, we have family, we have different loved ones that we are very close to, and we have just other things in life that are worth focusing on as well outside of this election. So hopefully in the meantime, you can find some meaningful way to connect with people, and also just maintain a calm demeanor and have responsible discussions with people, and make sure that we will hopefully start to mend some of the political divides that we've seen occur over these past couple of days. So thank you so much for allowing me to give you this update and be a part of your evening or morning or afternoon, whenever you actually end up watching this. But know that I will be back here Monday with some more election results and election coverage. But for now, I'm Ben Leach. Have a great day. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as like this video. You can follow me on Parler and on Instagram at The Ben Leach Show.